Our guest is U.S. Senator Susan Collins, who is now in her fourth term as senator from the state of Maine. Senator Collins has a strong record of accomplishment in areas ranging from homeland security to education. And in 18 years, she has never missed a single roll call vote. She's a graduate of St. Lawrence University with a major in government. Senator Collins, when you were a high school senior, what did you envision for your future? And how did your choice of St. Lawrence, a liberal arts college, play into that?
Well, Judy, I think like many high school students, I really was interested in a variety of issues, which is why a liberal arts education was so appealing to me. It didn't pigeonhole me in one area. When I went to St. Lawrence, I did so in part because it had an excellent government department. I had a scholarship that was dependent on my taking 2 years of government and history, so that in many ways helped channel me in that area. I also came from a family that was very involved in government, and I had met the legendary Maine Senator Margaret Chase Smith as a high school senior. So those experiences all made St. Lawrence very attractive to me, made a liberal arts education very appealing. But I had no idea at that time that I would one day end up in the United States Senate. I will say that an intern opportunity in Washington, D.C. was very critical to inspiring my interest in government still more. But at age 18, I really didn't know what I was going to be. And when I was at St. Lawrence, my expectation was that I would go to Washington to work for a year, then go to graduate school and teach at a liberal arts college somewhere.
As a senator, you've achieved a reputation for strong leadership and for bipartisan cooperation. Was your liberal arts education good training for successfully negotiating with your colleagues on both sides of the aisle?
A liberal arts education teaches you to be open to different points of view. It broadens your horizons. It teaches you that there is value in being open to new ideas. That foundation definitely influences my penchant toward bipartisanship and trying to listen to people and bring people together and apply a more pragmatic approach to the terrible problems that are facing our world today.
What advice would you give to a student who's considering a career in the public sector?
I am constantly encouraging students to devote some time to public service. Maybe not their entire lifetime of work, but to do a year or two, whether it's working in Washington, D.C., or at the state or local level, or in the Peace Corps or VISTA. There are lots of opportunities for giving back and working in the public sector. Many of them, I believe, would find that it's very satisfying. It's one of the few fields other than education where you can really make a difference in people's lives, and you have the satisfaction of giving back. So that is a real reason to try public service as a career or for just a brief period. But if you can't do that, I encourage students to get involved at the local or state level as a volunteer. Volunteer on a campaign, run for school board, be mayor of your community, be on the planning board. There are infinite ways that you can get involved and make a difference. Be an advocate for a cause that you care about. All of that activity brings you in connection to government in different ways.
Thank you so much for joining us, Senator Collins.